Today we're going to discuss about bills sent to collection. In the process of bills of exchange, initially the seller writing the bill, the buyer accepting the bill. After accepting the bill, the seller of goods sending that bill to a bank for collection purpose. So while sending collection, how we have to treat accounting process. In accounting process, we're going to discuss that only today. So first problem. On 1/5/2016, Mohan gave his acceptance for 3 months bill of rupees 6,000 drawn by Murali. Murali sent the bill to bank for collecting the amount. On maturity, after maturity, Murali received intimation from the bank that the bill was duly honored by Mohan and bank charged rupees 20 for collection. So entries in the books of Murali and Mohan. It is the question. So first we should understand the question clearly. Then only we can pass the journal entries easily. In the question, Mohan is the drawee. He is the buyer of goods or services. Murali is the seller of goods or services. He known as drawer. So now we going to pass journal entries in the books of Murali only. Murali is called as drawer. Mohan is called as drawee. And one more thing in this problem we can see a rupees bank charged rupees 20 for collection. That means collection charges has been debited by the banker. Now let us go into the journal entries. The very first one, bills receivable account debtor to Mohan account rupees 6,000 in debit and credit column. That means Morally receiving the bill. Debit what comes in. Bill is a asset. Assets falls under real account. The rule of real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So bills receivable account debtor to Mohan account. Mohan is a person. It's falling under personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Mohan accepting and giving the bill to Morally. So credit the giver. In this concept we crediting Mohan. So bills receivable account debtor to Mohan account 6,000 rupees. Now the Murali sending that bill to banker for collection purpose. While sending for collection, we debiting bills for collection account debtor, bills for collection account debtor to bills receivable. The banker won't keep that bill. We creating a separate account for collection. So we debiting bills for collection account debit to bills receivable account. Amount is same 6,000 rupees. Now the banker receiving that bill, debit the receiver. Debit the receiver. Banker is an artificial person. He receiving the bill. So bank account debtor and banker charging collection charges or bank charges, whatever it is. That is expenses. If it is expenses, that falls under nominal account. So bank charges account debtor to bills for collection account. Right. Now let us see how to write the amount. The bill value is 6,000, which I sent for collection. So to bills for collection account 6,000 rupees. The banker charging 20 for collection purpose. So 20 is debited and the balance amount is debited in the account, bank account. So 5,980 rupees. Now let us pass journal entries in the books of drawee. Drawee is Mohan. So in the books of Mohan, we have only two journal entries. There is no changes in existing format. So the very first one, for accepting the bills of exchange. After accepting, the bill has been sent to Mr. Morley. Morley is a person. Morley is a person. Debit the receiver. So Morley account debtor. Bill is an instrument. It's falling under asset and liability. So it's falling under real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So bill of exchange, the bill is going out, so we crediting the bill. Bills payable. And finally, while making payment to that bill, the instrument is coming inside. So bills payable account debtor, bills payable account debtor to cash account 6,000 rupees. This is very simple problem. This problem is known as bills sent for collection. Now let us see one more problem, that is maturity of the bill. I mean payment made before maturity. We are going to see that problem now. Abdul gave his acceptance for Amir's 4 months bill of rupees 2400 on 1/1/2016. 1 month before due date, Abdul paid the amount of bill at 5% per annum rebate. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of both the parties. Again, I'm saying first clearly read the question and understand, then we can pass journal entries. So in this problem, Abdul is a drawee, Amir is the drawer. Amir is the drawer. They accepted, Abdul accepted a bill for 4 months, and Abdul paid the money before maturity date. That means before 4 months, before completing 4 months, Abdul paid money. That means in the third month, 1 month before. In the question they gave clearly 1 month before due date. That means in the month of March itself, sorry, in the month of April itself, Abdul paid cash to Amir. Now let us pass journal entries. So before passing journal entries, we must know one more thing, that's called as rebate. A rebate is nothing but discount. If you pay the payment in advance, you are eligible to get rebate. Rebate is, if you pay the rebate, that is expenditure. If you receive, that is a income. Just like discount allowed and discount received. Now let us pass journal entries in the books of drawer. The drawer is Amir. On Jan 1st, Amir receiving bill. So debit what comes in, bills receivable account debtor. Who gave that bill? Abdul gave that bill. Abdul is a person, so we have to follow personal account rule. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Now Abdul is giving, so let us credit Abdul account. Bills receivable account debtor to Abdul account 2400. And now let us go for second entry, that is payment made by Abdul. So debit what comes in, cash comes in, cash comes into the business, cash account debtor, rebate account debtor to bills receivable account. It is the entry for making payment. So let me clarify easily. Cash account debtor, debit what comes in, so we debiting cash account, and we offering a rebate of 5% per annum. We offering rebate of 5% per annum. So rebate is the expenses. Rebate is the expenses in the view of drawer. So 2,400 rupees, 2,400 rupees, 5% for 1 month, 1/12. So if you calculate, you are getting 10 rupees is the expenses or loss. That means instead of 2,400, Amir receive only 2,390 rupees. 10 rupees is purely loss for Amir. So debit all expenses and losses. On that logic, we debiting rebate account. Right. While receiving the amount, the bills receivable is returned to Abdul. So debit what comes in, credit what goes out in this logic. The bills receivable is credited for 2400 rupees. Now let us discuss the entries in the books of drawee. That is too simple. Only two entries have to pass. The very first one is accepting the bill. After accepting, we are returning the bill to Amir. So debit the receiver, Amir account debtor, credit what goes out. The bill is going out, so bills payable account credited for rupees 2400 rupees. Before maturity 1 month, we are making payment. So on April 4th, we making payment. While making payment, we receive the instrument. That means we receive the bill from Amir. So debit what comes in, bills payable account debtor, to cash account and to rebate account. Here the rebate is income for drawee. For Abdul, it is a income because he no need to pay 2400 rupees. He can pay only 2390 rupees. 10 rupee is saved by Abdul because he got rebate from Amir. It's a income. So if it is income, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Credit all incomes and gain. If it is income or gain, we can credit. Here the rebate is a gain, so we credited rebate. The amount is, the original bill value is 2400 what we gave, so we wrote here 2400, and we making cash payment only for rupees 2390 rupees, and we getting 5% rebate, that is 10 rupees.